The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They hand this off to Harris. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. On 2nd down. It's Harris, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 2, now Roethlisberger. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what the opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And his throw here's incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And not much room to operate as they'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It can be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. A handoff, Barkley running left. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. We're scoreless after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Now Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Chris Wormley coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt.
And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Got an open man, it's Washington. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Next score, Giants 7, Steelers 0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick six, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
7 yards, the pickup there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the 41, Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Ebron caught left side. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
These 2 teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
Darnay Holmes now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running left, it's Barkley.
And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it again with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. On 4th down, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger will throw. To the right side and complete to Washington. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson, 27 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Throwing Jones. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First target, first catch, and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony.
Jones pass. Complete to Kadarius Toney. It's a gain of 8. Brings up
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
69 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Harris. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
So they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Here's Roethlisberger. Touchdown! Roethlisberger connecting with James Washington. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken from about the 12. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on second down, Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard.
And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Jones on first down.
Into the hands of Ingram.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Now Jones.
Out to the right here to Shepard. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
Jones throwing for it.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Now Ben. Claypool with another catch.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Roethlisberger. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Here's Ben.
He's going to let it fly.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up.
10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now Roethlisberger.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 1 yard is the gain, and it'll give the Giants a first down. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people